Hello, welcome back to Travis Laughs. My brain it sort of self-entertains. It's like if you leave your cat at home alone, it's gonna get up on the counter and knock stuff off and climb up on the shelf and knock stuff off. My brain likes to do stuff like that. Does it make me a bad person that I like to start conversations with comments like, I don't want to make you feel bad about yourself, but do you have a number 2 pencil I can borrow? I don't know how much bad news you can take right now, but I could really go for a toasted bagel. You want one? Or, I hate to say this, but you really need to be sitting down for this question. Okay, are you ready? Here it goes. Is that chair as comfortable as it looks? Because it looks really comfortable, is it? Does it make me a bad person that when I'm on an elevator by myself and it stops before it reaches my floor and the door opens and there's a lady there, I like to go, jackpot! I'm kidding. I would never do that. That would be terrible. I would make them feel very uncomfortable. I don't want to do that. Which is why what I actually do is I show my empty hands, I smile sincerely, and I say, don't worry, I'm safe. All right. I was thinking of an earlier relationship of mine and what went wrong, and I had a sort of an epiphany. We had different love languages. Like, my primary love language is touch, contact, connection. Sometimes acts of service, but mostly just, touch. And her love language was finding me obnoxiously irritating. That's a lot to work through. Now, you can make that relationship work, but there's going to be so much effort to get over the fact that you loathe the other person. Why bother? As a comedian, somebody who tries to see the funny in every situation, does it make me a bad romantic partner? That was the question. It does, right? It's actually amazing to me that we're even here as a species when you think about how hard it is to procreate. I mean, you've got one traditional gender that wants all of reality to be changed so that they feel completely committed to, safe, and the other gender just really wants to be craved at all times, regardless of any social norms. They just want to hear, come on, baby, I need you, and this funeral is boring, or whatever. And I know women hate it when you make a joke about how men want sex more. We want sex too. I know. I've been on a number of dates that got uncomfortable because consent was not being valued, and I was always the one clutching my pearls. But for every girl that has a story about, well, one time, 2 years ago, I was at this party, okay, and it got really crazy, and there were 4 different guys at that party, I would have gone home with any of them. For every girl that's got that fascinating story, there are 100 men that have some embarrassing confession like, well, Brenda that bags groceries at the store. Yeah, Brenda, she's not unattractive. Well, her friend Alicia that comes in and brings her sandwiches sometimes and she smells like ointment because her grandmother's got all those medical conditions. Alicia? Sometimes I wish her grandmother would give me a call. Or at least let me borrow one of those room temperature bottles of ointment for like 20, 30 minutes. I remember when I was a kid and my parents were getting divorced, some of the horrible things that they would say to each other. Things like, yeah, well, he's got your stupid face. Well, he's got your dumb sense of humor. Well, it's pretty obvious it was you that gave him the inability to ever shut the hell up. Just really cruel and mean things like that. And I never could figure out who they were talking about, but, you got to do better than that if you're going to have a successful relationship. But through the years, I have learned a couple of things here. So let me share something with you. It's something that I've learned that you women do wrong, okay? It's something where you make a mistake in the way that you communicate that leads to a lot of arguments that don't need to happen, all right? So here it is. I'm going to share it with you what it is that you've been doing wrong, okay? And that is sometimes you get like really cranky and defensive and dismissive about what we're going to say, and we haven't even said it yet. Thanks for hanging out, you guys. I'll see. Oh, fuck. They were talking about me, weren't they? God damn it.